What's up, everybody? We're back here. Watching this guy. And along. I want to see. Markets, clearly my scalp shorts weren't working right. And we keep falling, low resistance, liquidity run higher. Is it a risk to have this on before Trump speaking? Yeah, but no risk, no Rari, as they say. Yeah, I have targets up here because this is just -2 of this push lower. Risking 20 to make whatever, 70. More than make up for my freaking morning. L. Let's see. Tanya. Oh yeah, Tanya. ES hit the SPY side. Nasdaq still has time to go there. I kind of just like this to take it off before then. And also it's just like a -2 standard deviation of this push lower that freaking swiped stop losses here and also enticed me to go short, right? We kept picking up after this. I feel like it's not a bad idea. Decent. Like every time I'm opening up that video where he's speaking, it like lags for me. So I don't really want to. Someone else watch it. Let me know. I'll be having Walter Bloomberg or whatever. Oh, wait, fast stock market moves. News. Are they? Yeah, pay attention. This is where ES hit that like new buy side, and then it came back, just rebalanced this FEG, and that was it, raced up from there. So another distribution to the upside. It's a decent buy down here. Let's see. Grind. I don't think he's speaking yet. Yeah, maybe it will. Point is, if it does sweep me, I'll still look for longs. I'd just rather be in earlier in case it just starts running again. I like the 2-minute here. inverts it, then, you know, maybe I'll cut it earlier. I don't know. I don't want to get too dicey with it. It does feel like this was like a surge higher that a lot of orders came in through. When I watched this happen, I scalped a little bit long from like here to there. Got out with this wick. We went up higher again, so I re-entered. Might as well ride the wave out. Where is this at? 79. I think I'm just putting 73 at this like rejection block. 74. Yeah. Just need ES to pick up speed. She was the slight thing that kind of made me feel slightly worried was this, right? ES breaks this high, be good. My glasses are for computer lights, yes. What do you guys think? Am I chasing? Let me know. I don't know. Is he talking yet? I feel like. Let's see, is he speaking?
Someone said, or you said to yourself?
No.
So appreciative. I mean, breathing when you pull the breath. See what you saw, hear what you hear. Feel those gratitude in your body. Like, isn't it? Emotional gratitude has power. Two things that screw us up emotionally are anger and fear. Can't be
Like, is this what's happening?
that moment. Feel the second moment. You could deeply be grateful for what you want. It could be 20 years ago, 20 days ago, 2 minutes ago, a long time ago, or it could be right now. Think of a moment you can feel deeply grateful for. Give yourself to get a step in your body back in that. See what you saw. That's it. So be in your body, feeling such gratitude, such grace, appreciation, and love. Finally, think of a third moment now. Third moment, you're so grateful. Years ago, it could be a little thing or a big thing. Third moment, step in your body, feel that now. That's it.
Accumulating.
I feel like all three of those moments together. Feel it, experience it. And reach out with your eyes still closed with your right hand and find a moment in your life you were proud of yourself. Not ego proud. Ego proud's edging God out. Proud like you know you worked hard. You take a proud moment. It could be a little one. I was one of the 10 working a great play. Presidency on that stage. All beautiful moments. What's a moment you're proud? Bring it in. And break that right hand and touch your heart and say yes as you do it. Yes. That's it. Yes. Feel that feeling inside. Quickly grab another one. Another moment in your life of achievement. Moment you stack the good moments. Bring another one and say yes.
Trump is not speaking yet, so it's like, what's going on? They're talking about gratitude, which is nice, but what the heck? Bring Trump, bro. I'm typing in the chat, where's Trump? Oh no, is my computer gonna whack out? Okay, I have to make sure I don't have too many videos open. No, I'm not gonna type in the chat where to bring Trump because he's gonna come out probably. It's definitely accumulating. Question is the manipulation going to be just below this low or also this low? If it's under this low, I'll get manipulated and I'll look to re-enter. But I'm like kind of banking on the fact that people know that he's talking about the economy today and he's probably just going to say good things. And, we still have some more upside targets for NASDAQ. Just looking at how my buys look here. Yeah, they're decent. It's decent. My stop on the 5, it's decent. If it decides to wipe out, go into that lower 5 minute, so be it, but I don't think it will. Seems like more accumulation here. And I could hold out for that. So far I've been in profit. I'll have this on the 2 minute. It's chiller. Let's see it run already, bro. He's still not there speaking yet, so we're stuck in this back and forth BS. He will say that the economy is what? He's always at least 30 minutes late. Dickie Mo, why are you trying to rage bait me, my brother? Can't tell whose side you're on. My hair's looking cool, thanks. Vamos! Vamos! Let's go to the moon! Is he speaking at, dude? Alright, there we go. How did they put a freaking ad in the middle of this? They just installed an ad like that? I have YouTube Premium and they put in their own ad there. That's nice, Fox. $20 hours ago. Is he talking and they put in a freaking ad right before? Is that insane or what, bro? What about a rage? Thanks for saying I'm revenge trading. New high. Let's see ES break this high. This is already a 1R. What time am I looking? I'm trying to look at all my shit right now. Okay. Get that lovely rejection area. Is he even talking or what, bro? No, they're still waiting for him. Already hit new high of day there. ES didn't follow. So I gotta prepare myself. I have to force myself to take 1Rs, and I don't love doing that, but I have to. Take it off, I'll re-enter after. What do you guys think? I don't love that it didn't hit this new high. Yes, it didn't hit that new high. We're still waiting for Trump. How much am I up? My God, of so many things. All right. I flattened it. I can't wait any longer. Might as well take the money while it's there. Something I'm learning right now, yeah, I have to just take it, even if it's just 1R. It starts looking sus at that first target, 1R. I have to just take all of it off because it's, look, that's just what's happening. It's fine. He's going to start talking soon. I'll be ready. Like, I don't want to be part of this waiting zone now. While he's coming, we can lose some momentum. I'll be ready to re-enter. Mark my words. All right. I have it on. Trump is speaking next. Like, I'll put in the, if you want to watch it, but I'll have the audio on. I guess that's just my own version of like that I have to accept as scalping. It's like if it goes to a new high and there's a divergence, I have to just take it off. Knowing that I it can go more, but like it's more likely that it might just come back, sweep this low again. I don't want to be part of the retracement. We'll see. If it flies without me, it'll be kind of blah, shitty, but oh my god, bro. Why did it disconnect me like that? Reconnect, bro. Okay. The fact that ES just didn't, like, you know, we already had this SMT here. The fact that it didn't, took it out by a little bit here. I have to stop being greedy, you know? I'm gonna just take all the money off if, like I just did, if at new high low and SMTs look sus. Okay. Is he finally coming on? I'll re-enter if there's an SMT at a low, you know? He's still not on. ES bounced at its buy side. That's decent, like at least. It's bouncing here after it took it. What are we doing? Pom pom pom. My hair looks good because the humidity is finally lower. That's why. In New York, it was high humidity. My hair is like very susceptible to that. Trump's still not there, bro, people. So what? He's like 24 minutes late. Someone said he's always 30 minutes late, so that's what we're waiting for. And so far, I'm happy that I got rid of that long. Kind of consolidating right now. ES. Let's like look up the bigger picture. There is more buy side here. That's true, right? This is like even, I think, yesterday's high, but you know, we already had such a huge range today. That'll be 136 point range. But hey, we would need Trump to basically, given the volatility, to get there. So that's why I'm waiting. Rather not at this point. If we were like already making new highs, we were close to, you know, if ES made a new high, and if we were spooling towards it, then I would hold before Trump speaking. But I tried here. Made a little, just took a 1R basically. Keep trying. Put up the indicators. Indicators. Okay, so it was a good idea. Look where it's dropped down to. Where are my indicators? What the heck? Indicators. I'm blind. My brother used to say I'm blind as a bat. That's rude. It's very rude. Where's Trump, buddy? Not here yet. Good thing I let go of the long. I would have gone back to break even basically now. Can always re-enter. Wouldn't it be crazy if we drop all the way down to here and then go back up? I don't know about that. We're looking for a Trump pump. If no Trump pump, then sad. Now, ES has a lot. Like, ES barely retraced there. Nasdaq at least retraced a bit here. What's with this like music that they're playing? It's like motivational. Watch NQ on the 5, you'll know. I've been watching. I didn't like this wick on the 5. Holding this on the higher one. Sure. I'm always down to get back in. It's just a matter of I don't want it to lose momentum in the middle of it. What if he's like so late, you know? What are we gonna do? Where is he, dude? Anyway, big red flag for me. I know if I start saying this looks like I can scalp it. Maybe I'll try to scalp. Like that's a bad idea for me. Personally, I'm not good at scalping. All this music for nothing. Where is he? I'm not shorting this. That's what I know. Maybe comes back down, sweeps people out here, and goes back up. We don't know. ES certainly is stalling a bit more. Another 5 minute down here. Hopefully it makes an equal high and then goes down. If we start expanding again, I'll be like annoyed, but whatever. I'm always down to try again, re-enter. Like I said, this has to be kind of good. Where is he at? Notice that your second leg moves. You've been hesitating the past few days. Because sometimes second leg moves fuck me over, especially the short side. When they make an SMT at a high. Look, ES didn't even wake up. What's this 5 gonna do? It's gonna close below this, probably. God, I have a bad feeling that when he just starts opening his mouth, like it's just gonna go 100 points to the moon. That's why I was positioned before. He's so late. Fine. ES is holding that buy side. We have a 5 minute. It's kind of interesting. You have a bunch of like, maybe ES will dip below into here. I don't know. Oh, we're gonna run away. He's gonna use this and just freaking moon. It didn't close above this. I don't know, brother. Close your eyes and long, as they say, but I was in the long for a while. Got out there. Alright, let's see. Why couldn't you do this here, dude? Why couldn't you do this freaking 10 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, when I was in it? Oh my god. Fine. I'll find every entry. Chase, 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 chase. I'm joking. What did it cross up? ES. ES is starting to curl back up. Dude, is he not speaking? It's not showing. He's still not there for me. No. No, he's not. Okay, cool. Trump waiting for Zeron. They're speaking together. LOL. They just waited until I cut my position, brought it back down to moon it again. Sorry. You're welcome, you guys. Da, 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 da. I would have been up way mad more money. Fine. Could have, would have, should have. Gotta be careful. Let's see. I'm not like just. I'm trying to keep myself. Oh my gosh. No wonder it's like so dark in here, right? I didn't put on my light. You guys like this vibe or no? Or should I have it on? Afternoon streams, chiller vibe, maybe. No light. I want to be blinded. I'm not blinded, but meh, just chiller vibes. Freaking unbelievable. Rage by, rage by. I'm just joking. I gotta wait for a good entry. And it's not gonna be right now. Where is he at, bro? He's more than freaking 10 minutes late now. 30 minutes late. He's 40 minutes late. Why is the screen black now? Is it finally happening? There we go. The 47th of the United States. Here, do you guys want to hear it? I'll have it on. Turn my filter off. Trump is aura farming. It's fine. How do I journal my trades? I'm not going to answer that. I'm trying to trade right now. You should look at any end of any live stream, and I do a soft journal session at the end of the live streams. And then I use TradeZella. Imagine if he says more tariffs are coming. Bro, maybe. And you have an SMT at that H1 high. To be an American, at least I can, I'm free. Get the men who died and gave their life to me, and I have to stand up next to you. Ain't no doubt I love Mr. Is he talking? The USA. Ooh, they hit a higher octave there. Proud to be an American. At least I know I'm free. Forget the men who died and gave their life to me. Duh. Land bless the U.S. So yes, still to make a new high, while Nasdaq feels like it's running away.
What a nice group. And I love Miami. I love
Is he? Oh, he's in Miami.
many of you are not from Miami, but that's okay too. And I'm thrilled to be back in magnificent Florida, Miami, Florida, with thousands of incredible business leaders and true American patriots. That's what you are. We're gathered today on the one-year anniversary of the single most consequential election victory, they say. This is them, this isn't me. I'm a very modest person, I would never say this. The single most consequential election victory in American history. It's possible. I mean, it's possible. We've done a lot. On November 5th, 2024, the American people reclaimed our government. We restored our sovereignty. We lost a little bit of sovereignty last night in New York, but
I know.
don't worry about it.
They'll take care of it. I hope so.
Our economy, regained our liberty, and together we saved our country. On that magnificent night,
That one night.
days ago, you know, I was with a group of very important people, and they say, think of it, last week, just last week, 6 days ago, 7 days ago, they said, you were campaigning 1 year ago. I said, no, it felt like I've been in this position for so long. And it's right. At that point, 1 year ago, I was actually campaigning. We did the McDonald's shot. Remember the McDonald's shot? We did the garbage truck.
Yeah.
And actually, the McDonald's one was the biggest hit in the history of Google. Can you believe that? Number one, the garbage truck did well, but not as well. I guess there's something about McDonald's, right? But it worked, and we won a tremendous election. We won all 7 swing states. We won the great state of Florida, by the way, by 1.4 million votes, which is unprecedented. Biggest victory ever in Florida, including an 11-point victory right here in a place called Miami-Dade County.
Who won the Minneapolis?
We won the popular vote for the first time of any Republican in many decades. We won the Electoral College 312 to 226. And we won 86% of the counties in America. That's a big one.
Oh, thank God.
2,700 to 525. I'd say that's called a landslide, right? We got more votes from African Americans than any Republican candidate in history. We also won a record share of votes from the incredible Hispanic American community. There might be a couple of us, biggest vote in history. And above all, we won a resounding mandate to make America great again, which is what we're doing. And every day since, I've been fighting to turn the promise made into the ultimate promise kept. We're gonna do our job. We have a big job to do. We've done really well. I think it's the best 9 months, they say, of any president, but I really believe that if we can have a few more 9 months like this, you'd be very happy, you'd be very satisfied. But it's been pretty incredible, with trillions and trillions of dollars being poured back into our country by other countries and other places and people. 1 year ago, we were a dead country. Now we're a country that's considered the hottest country anywhere in the world. It's the hottest country. We are now the hottest country anywhere in the world.
What does that mean, the hottest?
And I'm pleased to report that today the United States has the strongest economy, the strongest borders, the strongest military, the strongest friendships.
That's
and the
good.
strongest spirit of any nation anywhere. We have the greatest economy right now. A lot of people don't see that. But if you look at what's happening with all the factories, AI, auto plants all over the country being built, that if you would have thought about that 2 or 3 years ago, it was the opposite. They're all leaving. Now they're all coming in. They're all coming back and then some. And I think that we can honestly say, and I think you're going to see it even more so over the next 12 months, that
Means we got motion. Nice.
This is the golden age.
It's about the motion of the ocean.
In the prior 4 years, crooked Joe Biden oversaw less than $1 trillion of new investment in the United States. So in 4 years, less than, think of it, less than 1 trillion. That was not doing too good. In 9 months, I've secured commitments of over $18 trillion, and we're going to have $21 trillion within the first year. So Sleepy Joe did, think of that. In 4 years, he did less than $1 trillion. We're going to have 21 trillion in 1 year. I would say that's slightly better. Slightly, just a little bit better.
Exactly.
The stock market has set 40-time all-time record highs, and just recently, record high, record high, record high. All of the different exchanges. GDP growth in the second quarter was an amazing, almost 4%. And as you know, they said, oh, it'll be 2% or 1%. And it's been really helped a lot by the tariffs. It's been really helped incredibly, because this is really a transition period. We went from a horrible, failed country to a tremendous success. It's a transition, and yet we did almost 4%, triple and even quadruple almost every other country
Nice, JTT.
anywhere in the world. Think of that. In the third quarter, we're on track to achieve an estimated 4.2, maybe
JTT
more.
says the market's rigged. I'll say it until I'm blue in the face. I agree.
See numbers like you've never seen.
Woohoo!
All of these places that are now under
How fun.
construction, they're being built, they're going to be open, and thousands of jobs, hundreds of thousands of jobs are coming in, even building them. But when they open, that's when you're really going to see the numbers. We're building some of the biggest buildings ever built anywhere in the world. The AI buildings, you know, they can cover, they show displays of them. They can cover the island of Manhattan. They're so big. They literally can cover the island of Manhattan. In 9 months, we've lifted over 600,000 Americans off of food stamps, which is a record. 1.9 million more American-born workers are employed today. Think of that. Almost 2 million American-born workers are employed today, more than when I took office. That's 9 months ago. Can you imagine that? And I tell Republicans, see, you want to win elections, you got to talk about these facts. It's really easy to win elections when you talk about the facts. And we have more people working now than at any time in the history of our country. Right now, we have more people working. These are things you have to talk about. It doesn't just happen. You got to tell them. It's wonderful to do.
I'm looking to see if maybe ES takes out a low into this area while NASDAQ goes into this area. I know we already popped up a bunch, but hey, potential.
Office wages for the typical factory worker are up $1,300. Construction workers' pay is up $2,200, and miners are up nearly $5,000 this year alone. And that's good, because it's not, you know, such an extra cost to the company. It really isn't. Somebody would say, oh, well, it's going to cost more. The fact is that they're doing such business like they've never done. You're going to start seeing numbers coming out very soon that are gonna blow your mind. Under Biden, we had the worst inflation in modern history. We had inflation that was so bad, costing the typical family about $33,000 over a period of time. Their policies sent food prices up 23. They come in, you know, when I first came in, I was in for 3 days, and one of the fake news members said, "Oh, back there, that's a lot of press." Fake news. They said, "Egg prices are through the roof." I was there for 3 days, and this maniac, this lunatic person, happened to be a woman, so we're gonna do with egg prices, and they've gone up like 4 or 5 times. I said, "Well, you just told me it has a problem." And people weren't buying Easter eggs, you believe it? I said, "We're buying Easter eggs for the White House, for the egg hunt, the famous egg hunt." But within a couple of months, we got them down. We have a great Department of Agriculture headed by Brooke Rollins, and we did a great job, and we got them down to the level they originally were a long time ago. And we have that in just about everything.
How annoying is it that it really did just...
Their policies sent food prices.
And I got trolled for revenge trading.
And it wasn't him. It was the people.
I got rid of it here. It did drop down again, and then it popped up again. Maybe I should have re-entered. I don't
How the
know.
hell did that
It
happen?
didn't really happen.
Well, I know how it happened. A rigged election, that's how it happened. Think of the damage done. Although I must tell you that this is a much more powerful term. I mean, this is a much better term. One way it's bad, you see how.
Yeah, I gotta refocus. I can do it.
By the way, you watch what happens in New York. Terrible. But you're gonna see that same thing. And I hope it doesn't happen, but you're gonna see it. Gas prices are surging to $5 a gallon, even higher, and mortgage rates skyrocketed by 152%. But under the Trump administration, all of that is changing. Prices are coming down very fast, and we're bringing them back to the beautiful part where you can have, and you can truly say, we're talking about the American dream again. You didn't used to hear that term. You heard it during my 4 years, and then it disappeared. Now you're hearing it again more than ever.
Whatever, me, whatever, NASDAQ.
During my first 4 years, we rebuilt the economy, cut the biggest tax cut in history. We had the biggest tax cut in history, the biggest regulation cut in history. That's why we had the great economy. And now, the only difference is we're doing better this time. Actually, we're going to have a bigger, better, stronger economy than the first 4 years. And that was the most successful economy in history. Gasoline prices have plummeted to the lowest in 2 decades, and we're going to soon see $2 gasoline. Think of that, $2 a gallon. It was up to $4.50, $5.
Gas is
And
expensive.
you know, when you get gasoline and you get oil and gas down, it's so big, it's so massive, the importance of it, that everything else starts to follow. And that's what's happening. Grocery prices are way down, and Walmart just announced that the cost of their standard Thanksgiving meal, this is the greatest. They're greatest, they're wonderful. They come out every year with how much does a Thanksgiving meal cost compared to last year, right? And it always goes up, up, up. It's 40%, 30% more. It's 25% lower than 1 year ago. Isn't that great? That's a big deal, Rima. That's a big deal. I don't know if they care about that in Saudi Arabia, but here it means a lot. We got the princess here from Saudi Arabia. She's got a lot of cash.
He just said we got this princess here from Saudi Arabia.
So she doesn't care about the prices.
She's got cash.
A little bit, you know, just have to worry about it. Since March, the price of eggs is down 85%.
Yeah, because of the government shutdown, I actually know someone that just got laid off. They were already downsizing, but, you know, they were like a government contractor.
It was recommended by one of my real great people, who I never spoke to again. And the cost of the typical new mortgage is down by nearly $3,000 a year. Day by day, we're making America affordable again.
But that's the Senate's fault.
At a really record pace. And, you know, other people are going to take credit. All the mayors and all the governors, they're going to say what a great job. They didn't do a damn thing. Yet as we speak, the Democrats in Congress are trying to put all of this progress at risk and drag us back to the Biden.
Jackson said his company laid off 8% today. Ooh, that's not that much at least.
Open borders, let the world come into.
I know a company that, well, it was already like a startup that laid off like 30%.
And rampant inflation. That's what Biden gave us, all of those things with the reckless
Yeah,
Democrats.
what happened here?
Virtually
Look
every
at that.
Democrat in Congress has voted to hold the American people hostage.
It's just been spooling, bro.
Hundreds of billions of dollars in new spending. They're demanding free health care for illegal aliens that just came into our country from prisons and from mental institutions and drug dealers and drug addicts, and they want to give $1.5 trillion in giveaways that would turbocharge rapid inflation again as they did the first time. You remember that just a couple of years ago, 4 disastrous years we just had. They were the worst years. Meanwhile, the radical left Democrats are causing millions of Americans who depend on food stamps to go without benefits. They're forcing federal workers to go without paychecks.
I'm not scalping it, Chris. Thanks, though, for the reminder. Oh, no. Uh-oh. I clicked off. There we go.
Also Obama policies. I watched him the other day up talking, well, Donald Trump is a mean person. I'm not a mean person. I just want to have a country that's great again. Is that okay? I'm not a mean person.
That's a weird, thing. He said he's a mean person. That's
He's a
hilarious.
divider. Obama, Barack Hussein Obama. And by
Nobody
the
did
way,
more drone strikes than Obama.
in his museum library, he's got hundreds of millions of dollars of cost overruns. It's come to a dead halt. He built it in a, not a particularly good location. He's not into real estate. You know, he doesn't know about location. He doesn't know about location, but he built it in a location that's not going to be too good. But the thing has come to a dead halt. It's way over budget. It's sort of like Gavin Newsom in California. He's got a train that was supposed to go from San Francisco to Los Angeles, which is a stupid idea because an airplane is faster. I don't care how fast it goes. And there are plenty of airplanes. San Francisco, inside San Francisco to inside right there, LA. And what they did is they said, oh man, this has been going on for years. It's billions and billions of dollars over budget. So what they decided to do is cut it so that it doesn't go into San Francisco and into LA and come way short above. And then they cut it again and again and again. Pretty soon they're gonna have like 2 miles of track. Billions and billions of dollars, totally incompetent. The biggest cost overrun proportionately that I've ever seen. Many, many, many times more. And it's no longer the same. It was supposed to go into the city. Now it's way short, many miles short of the city. So they're going to drop you off and you can walk the rest of the way. That train is going to haunt him. You watch, because he doesn't have what it takes. Tell you that. Slimy guy. He's a slimy one. Maybe that should be his nickname. Slimy Newscom, right?
That's hilarious.
But you look at that train, it's going to cost them. Republicans have voted 14 times to fund the government. And it's time for Chuck Schumer, crying Chuck. Remember he started crying at the airplanes? They were the worst forced tears. I've known him all his life. He's never cried. But he broke down in tears. He was so devastated. He didn't know why he was crying, but he just thought it was good to do. His people told him it was a good time to cry. Crying Chuck.
Crying Chuck.
For Chuck Schumer, the radical Democrat Congress, to stop playing games with the people's lives and to pass a clean funding bill that they've done 30 times before. And to reopen government immediately, just reopen it. They don't like it to be reopened because we're setting records. I think it's, actually, I don't think anything's going to hurt. We are so strong now that I'm not sure that anything's going to hurt. But it would be good to open it up. Take care of the people with jobs that aren't going to get paid and aren't getting paid. And no matter what, we will not let them impose their inflation, causing extremism on the American people. We're not going to pay $1.5 billion for people that came into our country illegally, okay? You don't mind?
Yeah, Trump is hilarious.
Remember the Inflation Reduction Act? The greatest scam, one of the greatest scams. I would say some of their environmental scams are even bigger. One of the greatest scams ever. Inflation.
Let's see if that happens. Let's see if this gets wiped. It's a 15-minute area.
But it did actually cause massive inflation. It actually caused massive inflation. But we don't use auto pens in the Trump administration to sign things. We don't believe in that. You know, I get these guys come in with these big, beautiful documents, gorgeous, beautiful, must cost a fortune, you should check the price. But, you know, general is being made, or something, you know, some big post. And they say, sir, will you sign this, please? It's gonna be a 4-star general, or it's gonna be a big cabinet position, or it's gonna be something with medical or whatever. They take my pen and they sign it. In his case, they walk it into a room and they give it to somebody who's no idea who Biden is. But Biden doesn't have any idea who he is. And they have a machine sign it, the auto pen. And all
The
the
auto
pardons,
pen.
He gave thousands of pardons to people he had no idea.
Yeah, didn't he pardon a shit ton of people? Like,
All those pardons are void.
it's insane.
You know,
Even his own son.
Very complicated thing if you're going to use the machine. You have to do it properly.
And he said he wouldn't pardon his own son.
He didn't have any idea what was happening. But this is what we had as a president. We don't want
Call
to
Tory
be
Trades.
opposite right now. I don't want to be bragging. I know exactly what's happened. If you want to see what congressional Democrats wish to do to America, just look at the result of yesterday's election in New York, where their party installed communists as the mayor of the largest city in the nation. Remember I said, we will never have a socialist elected to any post in our country. I used to say that, and I was right. We skipped socialist, and we put in a communist instead. That didn't work out too well. But as I've warned for many years, our opponents are hell-bent on turning America into a communist Cuba, a socialist Venezuela, and you see what happened to those places. For generations, Miami has been a haven for those fleeing communist tyranny in South Africa. I mean, if you take a look at what's going on in parts of South Africa, look at South Africa, what's going on. Look at South America, what's going on.
What's
I'm
going
not going there. We
on?
have a G20 meeting in South Africa. South Africa shouldn't even be in the G's anymore, because what's happened there is bad. I'm not going. I told them I'm not going. I'm not going to represent our country there. It shouldn't be there. Take a look at what's happening in different parts of South America. Take a look at what's happening in different parts of the world. But now the Democrats are so extreme that Miami will soon be the refuge for those fleeing communism in New York City. They flee.
Yeah.
Flee. Where do you live? New York City, but I'm trying to leave because I don't want to live in a communist regime. I hope it works out for New York. I love New York. I like New York.
We need Eric Adams to start blocking things by just putting all his guys in.
Because we had a guy named de Blasio.
De Blasio's the worst.
Probably the worst mayor in history.
Yep.
Then he went to Harvard to teach government. Do you believe it? They took de Blasio, and they took that mayor from Chicago, the woman, the one that gets her hair done very expensively, right?
I don't know who that
She's
is.
got beautiful, luxuriant hair. And they took her, and she's teaching at Harvard. They're teaching government. And then you hear about Harvard. We're trying to work a settlement with Harvard right now for about, like, a lot of money. I won't tell you what, but you'll be reading about it pretty soon. Because what they've done to Jewish people.
How do I max leverage short New York City government, says Mr. Slip. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know, brother.
Then it costs a lot of money. After last night.
The guy wants to run a grocery store. He's never had a job in his life. He wants to run a grocery store. He never passed a bill in his life.
Common sense. Does that make sense to you? Common sense.
Never wrote a bill.
Or communism.
Missed 80% the days.
1,000 years. It hasn't worked.
Gave himself the largest raise in history, $110,000 to $140,000. They're doing nothing.
In 9 months, this is an economic, the biggest investment of funds in a country.
I'm just hoping that he doesn't know anything about government, so hopefully he just doesn't get anywhere. And hopefully he's lazy.
They want higher spending for government.
Like he has been when he was assemblyman.
Paychecks for American workers and American families.
We're coming close to this. Maybe this SMT will be something. I don't know.
We stand for law and order and justice. Also strong borders. Boy, we have strong borders.
Right? Like I said, maybe we come into here,
Put America first. We put America.
and then maybe it's like this for NASDAQ.
And as long as I'm in the White House, the United
I'm
States
glad I got
is not going communist in any way, shape, or
out of my
form.
FOMO feeling, right?
Stop this nonsense. You know, I said they were voting last night. You could have a communist or a thug. Communist, and they took the communist. You know, it's pretty amazing. We could have done a little better in terms of candidates. From day one of my administration, I've been fighting every single day to turn around the catastrophe we inherited to make America the best place on the planet Earth.
No.
To do this.
Stop spamming the chat or else I'm just putting you in timeout.
I'm getting plants approved in 2 weeks. It used to take 20 years before they got rejected. You'd have young people start off, their whole business was getting a certain plant accepted.
Why do I look at ES chart to see the correlation highs? Because that's often the first start of a smart money reversal.
They wasted a whole life looking for an acceptance. We do it in 2 weeks. We make sure it's good, we make sure it's great and proper, environmentally sound. Takes 2 weeks. My goal is to have the best tax rates, the lowest energy cost, the lowest regulatory burden, the most advanced technology, and the fairest trade deals anywhere in the world. You know, we're leading China, we're leading everybody by a lot in AI.
Yeah. China.
And this was my idea, so I'm very proud of it. I said, build your own electric. People would come, we need more electric grid, sir. The electric grid's 200 years old. We need more electric grid, it's old. The electricity that the AI plants need alone is double the entire electricity that we have in the country right now. Can you believe it? So I had this idea. I said, we can't fix the old grid that much. We'll fix it up. We'll keep it going. Little Band-Aid here, little Band-Aid there. It's old. And I said, here's what we're going to do. We're going to let these geniuses build their own electric generation. So they are building their own electric utility plants. They've become a utility, if you think about it. They're building the utility and the electric right alongside. This is where they have their transformers and everything. They're building the most expensive electric plants you've ever seen, generating plants. Some by nuclear, some by oil and gas, some by coal as a substitute. They're building them right next to their plant, and they're incredible. People say they've never seen anything like it because these minds are genius. To them, an electric plant is not complicated. To them, an electric plant is better than the people that produce electricity, although Florida Power and Light is doing a lot of plants for people. They're pretty advanced, I have to tell you. But they're building their own juice next to the plant. Isn't that sort of a cool idea? I mean, you know, when I first proposed that, they came into my office with, you know, they have unlimited money, but they were trying to figure out how they could build it because they had no electric of any consequence. And I said, you're going to build your own plant. I'm going to get you your approvals in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a month if I'm slow. We have a great man, Lee Zeldin, in charge of the environment. He's incredible. And he's tough, too. He's very tough. But they have the approval in 2-3 weeks. You know, they're dealing with the best experts in the world. They know what they're doing. It's amazing when you see some of the stuff come in, designed by guys with 190 IQs, and then you have an inspector.
Oh, I got the SMT. Let's see if it pops up from here.
Inspecting it to see whether or not it's okay. He has no idea what he's looking at. No
Looks
idea.
promising.
But I said, you're designing your own electric plant. And they didn't believe it. They come in 2 weeks later and they said, the biggest problem is electric. I said, you can design your own plant. And
Why is he yelling?
Within 2 to 4 weeks. And they said, he's really serious. They thought I was kidding. It was so good, they couldn't believe it. They'd leave it, they couldn't believe it. It took me 2 or 3 times to say it. Yeah, they're designing their own electric plant.
The fuck was that? That was insane.
Sell their excess electricity back into the grid. So we benefit.
It's not that big. It's only a 30-point stop if I take
I
that.
proudly signed into law the largest
Okay.
tax cuts in American history. Now, that's the second time.
Let's go after it,
First
buddy.
time, but these are even larger, the great big beautiful bill. And that includes no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security for our great seniors, no tax on Social Security. I wonder which is the most popular, but no tax on tips. You know, I was in Nevada, in my building in Las Vegas, and I had this beautiful young waitress come up to me. I never talk about beauty anymore because politically, if you mention somebody's beautiful, that's the end of your political career. So I don't mention that she was beautiful, but she was beautiful.
He's funny.
She came up and I said, how you doing? Oh, sir, I'm not doing well. The government is horrible on tips. I said, really? How do they tax? They tax tips? They tax us and they go after us. I've never seen anything like it. It's made my life miserable. Sir, there should be no tax on tips. She said to me, no tax on tips. I said, say it again. She said, sir, there should be no tax on tips. So we had a lot of the fake news waiting for me outside of the restaurant.
I feel good about
I
this.
said, ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement to make. There will be no
I'm in longs.
tax on tips. That's how it all started. And I won Nevada. Because, you know, in Nevada, every job is basically, you know, you're a waitress, you're working in a hotel.
There's also a breaker here. Ideally, we pop from here.
It's usually not a stronghold for Republicans, but it's become a stronghold. So I want to thank the waitress. She did a great job. But when she said that, those words, sir, there should be no tax on tips. It's amazing. Somebody else would hire a consultant, pay them millions and millions of dollars, they'll come back. And they'll say, sir, I think you should absolutely tax tips. And you'll lose the election. But we also have 100% expensing for all new factories, plants, and equipment, so your businesses can write it off all in 1 year. And that's a lot of jobs you're doing.
Make sure that I...
That was, to me, the biggest thing in the first bill. But this is even better because this goes for a 10-year period. Upon taking office, I signed an executive order requiring that every one new regulation, every time we issue a new regulation, think of this, 10 old regulations must be eliminated simultaneously. So if we give you one, you get rid of 10, and so far, for 9 months, we're exceeding that, and it's 30 to 1. For every new one we give, we're getting rid of 30 old, broken down regulations.
This is the point of interest I put out, this 15-minute FEG, and I said I wanted it to be like that while ES kind of swipes out these lows and have it into this 15-minute and have it be an SMT. And that's what's happening while I have a 1-minute shift to the upside. Is my fill the best? No, but hey, I think it's good. Good enough.
Because if we don't talk about it, nobody else, the fake news is not going to talk about it. And we have streamlined permitting for the new energy.
It's a good RR still. I'm only risking like 30, less than 30, 28.
And on day one, I signed an executive order to unleash American energy and officially terminate the Green New Scam. Has anyone ever heard of the Green New Scam? Remember
the Green New Scam?
Global warming, and then it would be too cool. And then they said global, well, they didn't know what the hell to say. So they came up with the greatest, climate change. No matter what, if it goes up, if it goes down, climate change. They're very, very smart people, but not smart for us, they're smart for them. But my policy was very simple. Drill, baby, drill. We're drilling like crazy.
Drill, baby, drill.
And to curb inflation, we've slashed the size of government for the first time in years, and we're waging total war on waste, fraud, and abuse like we've never done before. Since January, 100,000 bureaucrats have left the federal payroll. Government spending is down 2.5% this quarter compared to 1 year ago. Think of that. And in stark contrast to last administration, 100% of all new jobs created in America.
Let's see it run. We gotta see it run, and ES take out these highs would be nice.
100% of the jobs have come from the private sector. Otherwise, you don't have a country. I mean, I love government workers, but if you have all government workers, you don't have a country, do you? At the same time, my tariffs are bringing in hundreds of billions of dollars and are helping slash the deficit this year by more than 50%. Did you see the numbers? We're going to be down 50%, anywhere from 25 to 50, but closer to 50%. Who would think that one?
I remind myself what I've been reminding myself recently, which is like, if it just goes to that, it's good. Just take the money, because you stack up some 1R wins, you make some good money.
It's not under siege anymore, because it's a big industry. It's a big industry, and I have a lot of people that are great people, great business people. They're in other businesses, but they're in crypto too. And it takes a lot of the pressure off the dollar. It does a lot of good things, but we're into it. Biden was vicious on crypto. They were going after these crypto guys. It was terrible. They were under indictment. But I got indicted too. I got indicted.
He did get indicted for everything.
Congratulations on your victory. He made a phone call. Let's indict him. These people are the worst. And they say, he's gone after Kobe. They indicted me. They impeached me. They did everything.
Let's see it run through. Come on, ES, run through this.
You guys know anybody else that could have taken it? I don't think so. A lot of people say, you're the only one could have taken that. I don't know if that's true, but there aren't too many. We're making the United States the Bitcoin superpower, the crypto capital of the world. And the
Pump my bags, Donald Trump, says Mr. Smith. Pump my crypto bags, Trump, says Irvin. Haha. Come on, pump my freaking NASDAQ, please.
China wants to do it. They're starting it. They want to do it. Other countries want to do it. We don't do it. It's a big industry. We're honored to be joined today by a man who has been a true champion for many of these bold policies. He really has. He's been a great guy. He was a little late in his endorsement of me, I'll be honest with you.
Who is he talking about now? NASDAQ's basically crypto now? I mean, yeah.
I'd like to endorse you. No, I won the election.
Come on, let's spool frickin' bro.
He's a good man, actually. I've known him a long time. He's helped turn the area into one of the hottest markets in the country and one of the greatest cities in the world. Miami Mayor Francis Suarez. Please, Francis, come on.
Miami Mayor? No, don't go up there. No. No, I need Trump to pump my bags, not this Miami Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. President. Oh, it's truly a great honor to be here with you this afternoon and to have you here once again in the great city of Miami.
I have to make sure that I'm not greedy and that if ES hits this high, I take some profit, most profit, whatever. Whatever it freaking is, you know.
Today is rooted in the values that are...
All right, Mayor of Miami, pump my bags.
Opportunity, freedom, safety, and innovation. These are values that you have championed with conviction, and they are the same values that have made Miami a symbol of what's possible.
We gotta see, pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. Oh my God, I'm gonna like have a stroke.
When people believe in the promise of America, Mr. President, I want to personally thank you for your continued support of our vision.
This is gonna get inverted. Screw all the bears. Screw the bears. Pump it up. Back to the motherland.
City of Miami. Thank you for choosing our city to host what is perhaps the most important and consequential gathering of leaders from around the world. Miami has come a long way, and we will rise to the occasion, Mr. President. On behalf of the people of Miami, it is my privilege and honor here on behalf of my wife, the American Business Forum, Nacho, Sergio, and everyone to give you like real estate, right? Yeah.
You're welcome. Nurin says, crazy how dedicated you can be at your work. Came early, took a nap, and then you're still streaming on YouTube. I did take a little break for tiny break, maybe not even really. But not for streaming, yeah, I did. Yeah. I just feel like I'm still focused and concentrated on what I want to happen, and I think that there's still the opportunity left in the market because my full targets have not been hit. We have some volatility. Trump's speaking. You know, there's some opportunity here right now.
And you know, he's really
We gotta see freaking ES wake the F up, bro.
And then I'm gonna move it to Doral in about 3.5 years. We put it right in Doral, right? In the lobby of Doral. A lot of people from Doral. Well, thank you. That's a great honor.
You know, ES has this buy side too. Make this thicker.
So many other things. You know, he was a great real estate developer, but he had a great personality. And you need a personality for this. And I said, he's just as good as there is, and he's done so well. If you look at what's happened with Israel.
Pump these bags, bro.
Peace in the Middle East. And And he's special envoy Steve Witkoff. Steve, where are you, Steve? Wherever you may be. Where are you? Steve, thank you. What a job you've done. Thank you very much. Wow, that job he's done. That guy's got that personality. Now, I wanted a deal maker, but, you know, a lot of deal makers...
It's been running up all morning. No shit, brother.
You make the deal, but you end up in a war.
Why can't I ask for some more? Please, can I have some more?
He was the right guy for the job. Peace in the Middle East. 3,000 years. They've never had peace in the Middle East. We're going to have it, too. We're doing well. Just keeps going along, and we just had a meeting. It's even more and more...
Yeah, no one said thank Trump for making that deal happen.
And it's been amazing what we've been able to do, and you've done such a big part of it, along with a very special young genius named Jared Kushner, who helped you so much. Stand up, Jared.
I'm gonna be ready to like take money off the table
Right?
if it like does this like crazy, you know what I'm talking about,
Father of the Abraham
the
Accords.
crazy volatility.
And by the way, my granddaughter Arabella, would you stand up, Arabella? She looks so great. I said, how are your marks in school, Arabella? Grandpa, I have all A's and A pluses, you know that. Like it was a stupid question I asked her, right? We're proud of you, Arabella. Jared,
Proud
what
to
a great
be
job.
an American, at least I can be.
And hopefully we're going to get Saudi Arabia very soon, but I'm not saying that. I'm not.
Put my
I'm not
drawing
laughing.
thing on. Where's my drawing tool?
Yeah, but we have a lot of people. We have a lot of people that are coming aboard. You know, the key was when we took out the nuclear capability of Iran. All of a sudden, everybody said, "Wow."
Where's my drawing tool? D.
They've been wanting to do that for 20 years. Saudi Arabia's ambassador to the United States, Princess Rima. Thank you very much. Please stand up. Thank you.
What the hell's the market waiting for? I don't know, bro. He needs to say something about Saudi Arabia, maybe.
Say hello to a great group of people in Saudi Arabia. Thank you. Stephen Miner, Mayor of Miami Beach. Stephen Miner. Where is Stephen? Thank you, Stephen.
This doesn't work. Market's rigged, bro.
Good job you're doing. Excellent. Thank you, Stephen. The Mayor of Coral Gables, Vince Lago. Vince Lago. Thank you. Thank you. Great job, Vince. The Mayor of Doral. I love Doral. And I like this woman a lot, Christy Fraga. Thank you, Christy. I like Doral. We also have commissioners Damian Pardo, Laura, Dominguez, Ralph Rosado, Miami-Dade Supervisor of Elections, Alina Garcia, the President of FIFA, Johnny Infantino. FIFA, where's Johnny? Whoa! Johnny, my boy. I didn't know he was going to be here. He's big stuff. And the world, look, you know, Johnny and I worked the deal originally, and it looked like
I gotta pay
I wasn't
attention,
gonna be
dude.
president because it was in this term, right? So when they rigged the election, I said, oh, man, I have to run again because I want to be president when they have the World Cup, right? And look what happens, Johnny. I'm president when we have the World Cup. It wasn't supposed to be that way. But I can only tell you that the tickets are selling at numbers and record like they've never sold ever before. I heard you just told me that they're doing record business, right? We have the World Cup coming. Think of it, we have the World Cup coming, we have 250 coming, and we have the Olympics. 250 is 250 years of age. And we have UFC at the White House, by the way, on June 14th. That's going to be at the White House. That's going to be a tough ticket. That's UFC, but we have, think of it, Johnny is there with FIFA, and we have the Olympics. We have it all coming. It's all this thing. I'm glad I'm sort of happy the way things worked out, you know? It's turned out to be as good as it can be. I think we've
Oh
made
my
more
God.
progress than we ever
Gotta
made
pay
in
attention,
the
gotta pay
second
attention.
term.
Where's
I think
my
this is
drawing
really
tool?
more progress being made. We also have Formula One CEO Stefano
Drawing tool.
Domenicali. And
Thought I added it.
Where's Stefano? Very good. That's big stuff. We have a lot of big
Indeed.
people here today.
Drawing tool
We also
tile.
have a gentleman who called my election successfully, said, and Donald Trump will be the next President of the United States. Got a great voice. Brett Baer. Where's Brett Baer? Brett Baer. Where is he? And his son is with him, Paul. Paul's a very good golfer, so is Brett. Thank you, Brett. He's doing an interview with me right after this. Oh, is that Paul? Well, stand up, Paul. Paul, did we take your father easily in golf? Tell me, huh? That was easy, right? Get ready. We'll do it again. Thank you very much, Paul. Really great. Also, I want to thank your two great senators, Ashley Moody and Rick Scott. And, you know, I just left them. Believe it or not, I had a meeting with all the senators this morning. I gave them my vision because, frankly, it's always nice to have good vision. And they are two terrific senators, and they're in Washington working hard, and they were going to come. And I said, do me a favor, stay back and work on the things you're working on. They're working on really things. And Ashley is in the election. Rick just won his election. They're two great senators that you have right here in Florida. So that's really good. And they're working to make America great again. So I said, stay back in Washington. Together with many of the people here today, we've achieved more in 9 months than most
Jesus Louises.
achieve in 8 years. It's true. We've really done a lot. We inherited the worst border in history, and within a matter of weeks, we turned it
Wait,
into
did I
the
just close that by
strongest border
accident? Shit.
anywhere in the world.
I'm gonna
And we have some
re-enter.
pretty strong borders, but we have literally no people coming through. They do come in. They come in legally.
re-enter.
We want
Don't
people
worry.
to come in. We want to make it real easy for them, actually, but they come in legally. So you have to know that. We just don't want criminals coming in. We don't want people from prisons. We don't want prisons dumped into our country like Venezuela did. They emptied their prisons into our country. We don't want that, right? For months in a row, 0 illegal aliens have been admitted into the United States. 0. They actually announced it. This is an official 0. Remember when Biden said, I have no control over the border? Millions of people pouring through, not people that you could look at.
Trying to
not
re-enter
that
it now.
discriminate. You could look at them and say, these are not going to be perfect for our country.
Okay.
They were rough people that
Re-entered.
mailed it in. We had 11,888 murderers, 50% of which murdered more than one people. We don't want them. We're getting a lot of them out. Hopefully we're going to soon have all of them the hell out of here. Either out of here or we have to put them in jail because they're so dangerous. Some are so dangerous we don't want to bring them out. We'll just make sure they never come back in. But this is what they were putting in our country, and it's a disgrace. On day one, I signed an executive order to designate the drug cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. We had a big
Okay.
strong, positive number coming out just recently. The drugs coming into our country are way down. I'll tell you where they're really way down is drugs coming in through water. People say, no thanks. I don't think I want to ride in that boat today, please. We want you to take these drugs into the United States. You know what? I think I'll take
Oh
a
my
test.
God, bro.
The drugs
Okay.
coming in by border are not much. Every boat that we hit kills, think of this, if it gets through, kills 25,000 Americans plus. But 25,000 Americans. Every time we hit a boat, we save 25,000 lives. Got to look at it that way. And we're arresting and removing thousands
Okay.
and thousands of dangerous gang
Lovely.
members. MS-13, Trenday, Rockwell, all these gang members are being thrown the hell out of our country. And if you look at Washington, D.C., it's now a safe community. We're in Memphis now, and within...
Would I be worried if we went below there? No. I think that we could swipe out this low again.
Progress. And we're
That's
blowing
fine.
up
I'm still gonna stay in.
cartels. We're blowing them up linked to the Maduro regime.
We didn't hit any of my ties. targets. Know what I'm saying?
But a lot of things are coming in. Look, Venezuela emptied their prisons into our country. Nobody wants that. They emptied their prisons into our country.
It's just
We're
going mad slow,
liberating
though.
our cities from the scourge of violent crime, making our country safe and beautiful again. We're starting in our capital, Washington, D.C., which right now you can walk through the middle of Washington. You have no problem.
So just making sure I'm going through all my accounts and I'm Gucci. All right.
But law enforcement, our military has done an incredible job.
Okay, and now I have to pay attention real good about this buy side.
We're putting good medians in, we're covering the roads with nice, clean, beautiful asphalt. We're redoing the grass in the parks, it's really...
I'm glad I re-entered right away.
Safe.
That was just a
get
misclick.
calls that negative call to the parents, your son, sir,
Okay.
has been killed. He came to see the Lincoln Memorial and he's dead. No, that's not happening anymore. We're running tough. We're running very tough. Sometimes you have to be a little tough to get rid of. These are thugs. These are bad people. We're bringing them the hell out of our country where they came from. We renamed the Department of the Defense to
Come on,
Department
ES,
of
wake
War.
the F up.
And
ES needs to wake up.
well, if you think about
Jeez.
it, after the Second World War, they changed it to defense, right? So we won the First World War, we won the Second World War, we won everything in between and everything before, never lost a war. We still don't lose wars, sometimes we don't fight to win. You know, we'll stay around
What is he
for
even saying?
15 years, just bomb the hell out of everybody.
Bomb the hell out of everybody. It's
Nobody knows why
crazy.
we're there. Wars that never end. But we made it clear that the days of political correctness in our military, they're over. We don't want to get into wars. I rebuilt the military. We have the strongest military by far in the world. We make the best equipment, the best missiles, the best rockets, the best everything. We rebuilt
I'm gonna put an alert.
our nuclear. We're the #1 nuclear power, which I hate to admit because it's so horrible. It's such a horrible situation if it ever has to be used. Russia's second. China's a distant third, but they'll catch us within 4 or 5 years. They want to catch us, and they'll be able to catch us, and we'll maybe working on a plan.
Yeah, GT, thanks for people that cheer me on. It's a superpower if you, you know, you journal, you learn from it, then you can, and if you can refocus, that's a huge superpower. Honestly, that was Tiger Woods' superpower. All right, I'm gonna like just tune him out for a little bit because there's no point in me like hearing this right now. Like he's been talking. I'm in my trade. I don't think anything he says is gonna make me stop really, unless
Can't get into our military. The waiting list.
it's like whatever if I get stopped, you know. Okay, so Tiger Woods is known for the same thing. He can shake it off and come back the next day. Like, or in the next hole in the golf course, like nothing happened. That's what his opponents used to say. Like, oh, he had a short-term memory in that way, or he forgave himself. Like, I'm good at that. I can come the next day and like literally, I forgot what happened yesterday because I already dealt with it, evaluated it, and I'm like, all right, move on. Like, I learned from it and that's it. Or, you know, today, this morning. Well, let's see if we're gonna get to that new high. I gotta pay a lot of attention. That's why I have my little alarms in here. I keep trying to tell myself to pay back attention. But you know, I'm kind of also focusing on, because I think it's a good setup, and I took it also on my personal accounts as well. So I need to monitor those as well. So that's a toughie. Okay. Oh no, don't do this to me. Don't you stall now. Right, this doesn't matter already, this inversion, I don't care about it. Like, we already hit this sell side. I need just ES to freaking moon already. My target is a buy side here. 4-hour buy side if it gets there, but you know, I will be fine with taking this at the high of day. Because if ES is lagging like this and we just keep seeing that consolidation, I'd rather pay myself and just whatever. Like, that's what I've been seeing, right? Especially if we get some like crazy, you know those candles go like, and then the wick. Got to take profit on that way. I don't have my sell limit here because I feel like it can go like past it. God bless the USA. Okay? A lot more boring than I thought it would be, but hey. We're still here. My southern accent's on point. I'm glad that you find it entertaining. I don't even know what the hell I'm saying. I don't even remember what I said, to be honest. Oh my god, can we get that? Somebody could have clipped that. That would have been hilarious. Oh my sweet baby Jesus. Por qué to no go up, ho? Faster, oh. Okay, Tanya, relax. Okay, Tanya, relax, okay? The more it does that, stalls it, I feel like the better it's going to be when it hits it. I don't know. ¿Por qué no subes más rápido? I know, right? Why don't you rise very fast? I know. Come on. Oh my gosh. Yo, Nasdaq's like constipated, bro. You like my Spanish? I'm glad. For K2 no go up-o. Yo so sad. Yo soy triste. Oh, I'm gonna crash out. You guys, I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna crash out. Brother. Brother, please. Please, can I have some more? Please. Oh my freaking goodness. Hodl, hodl, hodl. We hodl till we fodl. I don't know. We hodl till we drop. I can't, bro. Like, I really, like, am, like, so tired of this. Why does she hate me? What did I do to you, NASDAQ? Why do you have to make an equal high before dropping again lower? So rude. I'm still in this shit. It's not like we hit UI day. Sweet baby Jesus. I can't, bro. I'm clearly just trying to chill out, but All right, here, here, here. Let's go, let's go. Why does she keep edging us, yo? NASDAQ just keeps edging us. Oh my God. Are we trading the US afternoon session or are we trading freaking Asia right now? Someone said, your stop's too wide even if you hit TP. Good job, bro. Do you think I give a shit right now? I'm risking 30 to make, like, whatever it is, 40. It's good enough for me. 30 to make 43. Yeah, and then let's say I put my stop to here, then I get stopped out, then I have to, like, re-enter anyway at a higher position than here. I'm not. It just didn't hit any of my PTs to move my stop yet. You guys always hate on me, no matter what I do, so I really don't give a shit anymore. I'm like so, how would you say? How would you say? Cynical? I don't know. It's, I'm so jaded. I'm jaded. Like, no matter what, people find something wrong with me anyway. Something wrong with what I did. Oh, you got rid of the longs too early. Oh, you, like, even if I had a winner, you got rid of them too early. Or, like, you had a loss, you suck. Like, I don't give a shit, really. I really don't. Imagine if, like, LeBron James listened to what they're saying about him on the sidelines. I don't care. He doesn't do that. It's kind of crazy. It stopped right there. I mean, that's better for me. What's he saying now?
You're safer, freer, and greater than ever before. And every day my administration will fight, 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 and America will win, win, win. I want to thank you, Miami. I want to thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, he's done.
Thank everybody for being here. God bless you and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
What the hell was that on Google at 2:10? Oh, that was that push-up. All right, he's done talking now. Ba-ba-dum. What are we doing now, chat? We're just waiting for ES to finally wake up, I guess, you know. It stopped 2 ticks before that high. It's sus. You know, it's not like ES hit the high and we stopped. That would be different. Do I give up on my longs? Do I? I don't know. Trump's over. Trump's speech is over, which is sad. The 4-hour candle started there. Like I said, I don't care if it sweeps back below here or even below here. I'm staying in this. I think it would be great if we sweep it. I think that'll be fine. Get people that are trailing too tightly out of the position, then we can go back up. Whatever, dude. That's fine. Along with ES. It would really be bad if ES, though, broke this low. That I don't want to see. But this, going back into here, it's fine. Like, I don't care. You gotta stay strong with this one. Boom, boom, boom. Gotta stay with the YMCA. YMCA. Alright, we gotta pay attention still. Maybe it does pause here. I don't know. ES, SMT. Maybe. The previous buy side for ES. How many times do you have to retest it, you know? Retested, consolidated, manipulation. That's why I'm like, it better not break this. You know, then that means longs are done for today, most likely. That's why my stop's here still. Because why am I gonna choke my stop at this point if it didn't even reach the first target. And it could reach higher. I don't care what you say about me. How long have I been in this trade for, dog? Since 211. Are you serious? Okay. Pay attention, Tanya. Yeah, I'm protected by 3P erasure. Oh my God, brother. Is it finally the moment of truth here? Or is it going to edge us some more? Go on, NASDAQ, it's your choice. Now it's probably now or never, honestly. Yeah, someone said that I didn't get to hear. That's probably a good thing. Yes, did. How much more can she edge us for? Bro. This is a freaking joke. Oh my God. Finally? Okay, sell bid, sell bid, sell bid. They take most off. ES is a bomb. Yeah, like I said, we were wicking this. Okay, I'm still long half. I need to take most off though. Like I said, it's freaking sad how this moves up. If ES doesn't get a hold of itself. That's it. Yeah. Close. Close all. All right. Yeah, I did the thing, right? And that's it. I'm happy now. No positions. Where are we at in this account? Okay. Plus 1374. Okay. We're done. We made it. I'm done. She does this to me, I say, bye, bro. Like, it's trying to, yeah, some voodoo. Like I said, new hive day, ES isn't even close to it. Cool. I don't care how it's gonna get, if it's gonna get to here now. There's a previous hourly high. Gotta be super careful at that because that's where maybe it starts reversing. All right. Yeah. Wick like this, I don't want to be part of that anymore. So, GG's, good luck, good job if you took longs also. Took forever from here to here. $43 minutes. 43 minutes. But that's what the afternoon is like, I guess. No hard feelings, NASDAQ. All right, see you tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. on this channel. See you tomorrow. Love you guys. And shout out to like the supporters in the stream. I know most of you guys are real ones. You know, I got to clap back at, you know, people are telling me that the backseat drivers mostly. And that's it. If you're still interested in doing the TradeFi Cup, check it out. It's linked in it's pinned to the chat. It's also in the description. Where am I at now? I have no idea. I'm still ranked like 2. Let me make sure. How quickly does this update? Maybe in 5 minutes I'll update better. Well, it's gonna update later, but right now it says I'm only up 900, but I'm up 1300. Ranked 58th in Team Tanya. You guys are beating me up. Knockouts until this start next week, so this is a week to build it up. That's why I've been taking kind of like extra trades. And you know what I learned is I'm not a scalper, and I think that's valuable information itself. Without using my own money, there's a little bit more pressure with this competition. This is what happens when I like kind of force a couple trades here and there, is I have to reset the account. You know, I did reset a couple times, but now we're in the green, and I'm not resetting anymore. We're gonna be killing it. I'll let other people overtrade, you know, not me. It's not gonna be me. I wrote down here, no more scalping, not even small size, just to see, only best setups, only short inversion after 4-hour, 1-hour sweep, which is why I got out of here, because 1-hour sweep, SMT, now you're getting some inversions here. We might just fall lower, right? But like I said, I'm not going to be kind of shorting this, and there's some more buy side here, and I told myself no more shorts today. I did enough of that. I wrote here, take all the money off if at new high or low and SMT looks sus, and that's what I did. So, pretty good. See you tomorrow at 9:15 a.m., okay? Ciao.